DJ has entered the maze overnight, despite at first seeming quite opposed to the idea. I myself couldn't care less, but I assume me from the past would be opposed to such a dangerous thing. A question has crawled up my mind. Even if I am without the memories, am I still the same me that I was before entering the glade? I am unsure. On paper, the pages seem to give rather sound guidance. Nobody would want to lead others to a place like this. However, I wonder if I must abide by the same principles that a past me requested I do. I myself couldn't care less about the fates of those affected. I myself would like to leave, and at this point, I don't much mind if that requires any amount of sacrifice.
You're back?
Testing my luck. Testing boundaries. I tried to taunt one of them.
Really?
It didn't work. Nothing came. I stood by the thing the entire night going back and forth between that open area. Yeah, come get me. There's snacks right here. Nothing came. I think they sense fear, not actual living things. Because whenever you're actually scared, they come. So, in my eyes, it isn't completely organic. It's a bit of both. Maybe it's got a sensor to detect brainwaves of nervousness? I don't know how that works, but it probably would. I mean, if they've got the funds to put us here, they probably found a way to do that.
That's fair.
So, in my eyes, if you're confident, you're a survivor. But I do need to test this more. I need to go further out.
Well, obviously.
Check.
I wouldn't mind coming with you if you'd like.
Sure. Double down. My favourite way to play. So, they don't come towards the day. At least, I haven't seen them towards the day. So we'd have to wait until night falls. But once that happens, I could give you a proper tour of the hellhole we're supposed to escape through.
That sounds nice.
I don't get the point of hold. Actually, I can probably show you this now. Follow me. Why are you immediately? Oh, you're going in there to count again, aren't you?
I just wanna check.
Yep. Okay, yep, that worked. Yep.
You know you're the one who said it. Yeah, you said it off. So
We shouldn't dilly-dally too much.
Yeah.
I agree. I would leave.
That's not the plan here.
Staying overnight.
We're testing a little theory of mine. I would prefer if you go back and go do whatever the hell you were doing before. We'll be fine. I
We
won't
both
take
know
this too
I
far.
can't do that.
I have done a lap of here before. I'll be okay. I know what I'm doing.
Well, I need to know what I'm doing, so might as well watch.
Alright. Do you want to go somewhere that's extremely risky to go to, but it would help you get a grasp on how things are gonna go?
Sure.
Okay. Just whatever you do, if you see one, run.
Got it.
Running's not my specialty in the slightest, but I'll try.
Well, there's 3 of us and one of them. That's the
Spider
door.
around you.
That took a while to get to, didn't it? I wouldn't go down there. Where'd he go? No, 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 leave. Leave, 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 this way, this way, this way.
What's wrong with it?
That is where we got swarmed by about 12 of those things. We're not winning that. Do not be near anything like that. Okay,
There it is.
fine.
You're up.
Oh, I'm down again. Hit it again. Thank you. Alright, back up. Alright, back up, back up, back up, back up. See what I mean?
Didn't look pretty.
2 shots. All it took. And I was out. Oh, I need to heal. Give me a second.
Why, it's dumb to go by yourself.
What's with the bridge?
Here, come up here, come up here, come up here. This is...
At least we killed one.
Good job. First of many for me. Well, not actually for you. I've killed like 6 at this point. And one other funny thing, the
What?
moment I feared going over there, do you see what like the connection for that?
I see the correlation. Hmm.
This looks like the room that I was in before.
May
Kind
they
of.
rest in peace.
The room was more filled out and actually had a bed
What?
rather than just a sleeping mat. The room I found in the maze.
Oh, you mean on the vine wall?
Of course.
Understandable. We have 2 options. We can go down there and be risky, or we could wait until day where it's much safer and easier to navigate.
Life has always got risks.
Okay. Always set it off. And we're back. Well, what was your opinion on...
It's certainly a labyrinth. While I'm not quite sure how it would sense fear, it's definitely organic.
Well, mostly. Organic things shouldn't just evaporate.
Well, it didn't completely evaporate it. I got an eye. Maybe it'll be useful. Who knows?
Maybe.
An entire day. We spent an entire day and night in the maze. Just me, DJ, and the soldier. We ended up killing one of the monsters. In the end, I've decided it's organic in nature. I was able to rip out one of its eyes. Currently, I'm unsure of if it'll have any use, but for now, I'd like to think it'll come in handy when the time calls for it. Since there's only so much to do inside these walls, Jesse has offered to take me into the maze again. I intend to take him up on this offer.
What did you see through the window? I had a look, I couldn't see anything when I looked.
It's just
Did you see a griever?
No, it's just a window into the maze.
Yeah, no, in the maze did you see one of the grievers? That's the name for the monsters.
We did?
Ah. Yeah, what's your opinion on the maze?
Well, I've never really been good with navigating these types of things, but others seem to be.
I'm alright at it.
As for the dangers, they haven't much done anything to me. Oh.
Do you not think we should be trying to find the exit?
Well, I think we should be, but nobody else really seems to be on board with that.
Oh, I very much am, trust me. Because it's not even like, I've heard some of them saying, oh, we don't even know if there's an exit, but we do.
What do you mean?
Oh, someone's escaped.
This is new information.
Right, I'll walk and talk and I can explain. So there's this person called Aya, who you haven't met yet. She appeared out the maze, and she is from another glade, basically.
Really?
Or so she says, really. She had this friend called James, who, when they were searching for the maze, because she spent 4 months in here, basically, in the actual maze. She's been out here for 4 years now. Over 4 years. Oh, there's the window, see? But yeah, so she's been here for 4 years, and while she was searching, her and her friend James, they found like an exit, and he went through, but she went to see if there was anyone else, and he's escaped as far as anyone knows. She saw him get out.
So, do we know where this exit is, or...?
No, because she went to look for others, and when she got back, it was gone. None of us know if she's telling the truth, but do you ever get that feeling where someone's trustworthy, but you have no idea why?
I'd say it's less a feeling someone's trustworthy and more that's a bit of an odd thing to lie about.
Exactly. I don't think DJ trusts her fully. Hi, Shadow. How you doing? Oh. Time, what does it mean? Time is relative, yet to what? You're journaling, aren't you?
I am.
Clock. Hold up. It's like a pocket watch. I mean, that kind of just means I can navigate easier. I can see now when it's changing time. See, like, I can tell it's past midday. Oh, Time's speeding up now. Look, time's speeding up. We should get going. Why did you come in here?
Because I
Is
don't
it
trust you
closed?
two
Is it
idiots in
closed?
here. Yeah,
Is
it's
it closed?
Yes, it is closed. Yes, it is closed.
It just started speeding up tons, and there's nothing we could do then.
Yeah, I know. That's why I came in here.
You should, bro. I swear, DJ, I've survived for most nights. We'll be fine.
You have not. I've been here way longer than you have at this point.
I at least don't want Ambrosia to be alone. Actually, not on a first night.
I mean, this isn't their first night of the night in one of these.
Is
Yeah,
it?
we've spent a night down here.
Yeah, I've took them on their first night before. This is fun.
Oh.
Also, I did the thing again. You know what I did. I stood right next to the door, and the moment it got to one, I ran in, right in front of someone. Ava was out there, by the way. I swear. They were not completely happy with me.
Uh oh.
The last thing I heard was a cut off no, so that was fun.
I don't get why you came in.
Because I don't trust you in here.
I'll be
With all
fine.
respect. You can run. They can't.
I know, but I'm not gonna leave someone, am I?
I mean, you've done it before.
When? No, that's because you told me to. That's a
I'm
completely.
not referring to that.
Oh, when I left someone.
You left a around whatever their name was.
Blue.
Before you ran. Yeah, you ran away from them.
I led a griever away from them. Huh?
Tomato.
Sorry, we were up here. A griever broke in. I ran out to put the griever away and save both their lives.
How I see it is, doing that puts them at more risk.
How?
Because it could have just completely left you and killed both of them. Three's better than two.
I've taken on one alone, so it's not that hard. I don't know if it died or not, but I made it screaming what appeared to be pain and run away. So I love DJ.
You know very well I can survive.
Yeah, but oh yeah, let me run through the gates when it's one block open. Yeah, that's a great idea.
He's done it
Not like
before.
I've done that before.
Yeah, I know you've done it before. To make it a good idea. You
I mean,
fucking
actually,
ass.
that makes three. Actually, I've done that to Gil before as well.
One of these days, I'm just gonna stab you when you try to do something stupid.
That's probably gonna lead to my death.
DJ,
That will probably be
do you not
between those doors
remember
and kill me.
when we do things like this, they make it harder and harder. They start speeding up the day. The more we do this sort of thing,
What?
the more we end up
What?
staying over. They're going to make it more deadly.
You were staying over anyway. It doesn't change anything.
Not on purpose.
And...
You were on purpose.
Yeah, because I don't fear them much. I don't fear that much in the maze.
DJ, Shadow, give me another one of these.
I swear to fucking God. Oh, ah!
What does
Yeah.
it say? What?
Nothing important.
Yo, can I give you a quick heads up?
Yes.
Don't trust DJ. He manipulates, he brainwashes. He thinks he's the most knowledgeable, the most important, that he knows everything. He doesn't.
It seems like everyone here has beef with everybody else here.
Pretty much. I don't know. I don't like DJ very much. I don't mind anyone else. I trust Aya for no reason. I trusted Blue. I don't know who to trust, you know? It's nothing like this makes sense. I think it's designed this way. Probably for a reason.
Alright,
Hello.
I'm back and chilled outside now. Hello. Oh, and it's back and it's gone. Cool. It hasn't rained in forever.
Yeah,
Feels
never does.
like.
I've
Only
never seen it
rains
rain.
during winterish, and that's even snow.
Oh my gosh. Every time!
Oh, that's it stay though. What?
Huh.
What doors?
No. This one's...
Doors.
I don't
Just
think
stay
it is,
there.
though. I don't think it is.
Yes, it is. I can see the sun.
Maybe it's light sensitive.
Who knows?
Well,
It
I'm
makes me
excited.
curious.
Jesse!
Yeah, no, he got knocked in.
I was gonna go for it. I was gonna go for it. I was thinking about it.
It just made me wonder though, if it is light sensitive, how do the grievers work? Are they light sensitive? Has anyone seen them during the day?
Yep.
Really?
Oh,
Thought I told you guys about this when they came into the other glade. During
Have
the
you seen
day
them in the
and
maze?
killed
Ah.
everyone.
yeah,
Not
during
you're
the
in the
maze,
maze though.
No, no, no.
The
not
maze
the
now. Do you have any reason why they came into the glade? your
I
glade.
don't know. This happened one day. Doors never closed during the night. They came in and they didn't leave for a few days.
Right, that sounds like we need a bunker.
I'll tell you what it sounds like. It sounds like a bit of a reset. When you're collecting any sort of data, you're gonna need to run multiple trials. Maybe your trial ran too long.
Ah, yes, the lives of my many friends and family. They were just a trial. Didn't matter.
I'm not saying they
'Cause-
mattered or didn't matter. What I'm saying is, whoever set this up has to have some sort of motive. Hello again. Is this targeted or something? I haven't told a single lie since I got here. You seem to have a fundamental lack of how knowledge works. Of course, knowing more would lead to knowing the truth. That's just logical. Logic is the same as it's always been. Everything runs by some sort of law, and nothing you lot do will be able to change those. That's just how the universe works. You can't bend reality. Everything's gonna have a scientific explanation. Spent the night in the maze, did you?
It's not that. Fucking stupid kid. Jesse said they were going to stay in there until they find more. And I'm not saying they're going to come back. They just fully got everything they could and ran in there. As the sun started closing.
Bit of an odd decision.
It's a bit of a rush decision. They had an argument with someone and now they're... I don't know where they are. They said they're not coming back. They said they don't know when they'll see us again.
We could always send out a search party.
They're quicker than most, if not everyone in this glade currently. No one's catching them. Especially on foot. If they get cornered by anything, they're dead.
That's fair.
Jesse's luck is fucking higher than their speed. I was here alone for 1 year. One day. Jesse came up. And then, half a day later, doors open, in walked Gaia. I'm not a person that believes in coincidence. I think there's more to that than meets the eye. In fact, I think there's a lot more to that than there is. But one thing's for sure, it might be Aya. It might not be anyone yet. But I get the feeling that someone's gonna be a mole. It would make sense, right? This is some kind of twisted game or experiment, add a new rule to it. See if they can figure out who it is and kill them. Right? Because apparently we're all bloodthirsty. Well, at least I am. Because I've got to be here for one reason, right?
Think about that for more than a second. Even if there is a mole,
Oh, I have.
how would we discern who it is? Just simple guesswork? Just killing everyone until somebody lets us out?
Not like that's the first time.
That's concerning.
There's been books. Or
Think about it. If there is a mole, the most logical explanation is that it would be the person with the camera. The person who is able to smuggle in so much. That's just how logic works.
at first, I thought about that for a hot minute. It's way too obvious, and you might say, oh, it's the opposite of the opposite. Ava, Aya.
Yeah.
Do you have that book still?
Which
Bedtime
one?
story one? we gave to
bedtime
Cal?
story? I put it at Cal's side.
Okay, hold on.
not
Stay
there
here. I'm
anymore.
gonna go try finding that. Hold on.
How are you?
I'm doing rather well. He seems to
Yeah.
think you're some kind of mole.
Oh, that's strange. I'm trying to make sure Jesse doesn't fucking die. He can't seem to understand that.
He doesn't seem to be able to understand a lot of things.
Yeah.
Just gets to the first conclusion that he thinks of and sticks with it to the end, it seems.
The only reason I tolerate him is because he's good at surviving.
It's as good a reason as any.
Thus far, nearly everyone I've talked to seems to be at everybody else's throats. Really, I fail to see the logic in any of this. In any story, this would be a place where teamwork thrives, and all conflicts would be solved peacefully. I suppose this place is in a drought of critical thought. I think I'll go into that maze, look around a bit. Sitting here doing nothing isn't going to get me anywhere at all.
Honestly, we've spent long enough just sitting there doing nothing. If we're ever gonna get out of here, we need to take an active role in finding an escape. As of right now, nobody else seems to be even remotely interested in doing that. Aside from Jesse, of course. Bars? Nothing behind it. Suppose it's just some sort of marker. I do have to say it's strange. If there really is nothing in the labyrinth, then why even make it in the first place? Any sort of experiment would need a purpose for any variables thrown in. So what's being tested here? Well, you're interesting. Maybe if I can find a way behind that. It does look rather door-esque. I suppose it would lead to nothing. Just a strange design in the door. Another of these wall designs has to mean more than nothing. It's a bit large for a landmark, especially considering the others I've seen thus far. In fact, if anything, hello, Aya.
See, you found one of the doors.
Yeah, I do suppose it's a door.
They don't open. There's a bunch of them all over the maze.
I saw another one a little bit ago, but you were able to get to both sides of that one, so it didn't really have
Yeah.
much purpose as a door.
Probably be heading back, it's getting late.
That's
Doors are
fair.
probably closed by now.
Well, it is nice to have company in the dark.
Yeah, I would say going in the maze on your own isn't the best idea. And yes, I know I'm a hypocrite.
I only did it because sitting around there doing nothing just seemed counterintuitive.
Yeah, I feel that.
It would be rather useful if somebody was able to map this place out.
Believe me, I've tried. It is much bigger than you would think. Well, at least there's no grievers tonight.
I guess so.
It's much harder to navigate when you're being chased by a dozen of those things.
I've only seen one of them, and we were able to take care of it rather swiftly.
Well, I have had my fair of experience. I lived in the maze for almost 11 months at one time. It was not fun.
Where'd you get food?
Camps, and sadly, the grievers sometimes. Roast them over a fire and it doesn't taste too bad.
Griever.
Oh.
You okay?
This is why I have an endless supply of golden apples, because their poison is quite potent. Hopefully we're good. They normally like to stay in packs of 3, so look out for the others. Here, take a few of these.
Oh,
There.
that's rather nice of you.
I got a lot of gold from the maze. Made a few of those, and it's quite good to have.
I always thought the first time I'd touch gold was when somebody would propose to me.
Huh. Do you have your memories?
Not many, but I had things written on a book on me, so even if I don't remember things, I know things about myself. Is there anything you wanted to know?
No, you seem more acquainted with the world than a lot of the others. Fun. Like, Jesse specifically can't remember many basic things about the world. I remember most, because the longer you're here, the more you remember.
That's fair.
And I've been here almost half a decade. Ain't that depressing?
It was bittersweet walking back down that corridor, having touched gold for the first time in my life, and to be given it by such a pretty lady. I suppose that's the closest I'll be getting to any natural life goal. Well, that's rather pessimistic of me to say, but at least until we get out of here, I'll consider that as some form of affection.